The global water crisis. When the wells run dry, the countries that will suffer the most. Water, the silent architect of life, has shaped every civilization, nourished every species, and defined the boundaries of survival on our planet. Yet, despite its sacred importance, humanity has treated this fragile resource as if it were infinite, draining it, polluting it, and reshaping the natural balance that once sustained us all. Today, as global temperatures rise and rainfall becomes erratic, the world is confronting a crisis unlike any in its history, a slow, invisible catastrophe that is turning fertile lands into deserts, rivers into memory, and nations into rivals. According to the United Nations, by the middle of this century, more than 5 billion people will struggle to find the fresh water they need to live. In India, overexploited aquifers are collapsing as farmers pump deeper into the earth each year, chasing a vanishing resource that no longer replenishes with the monsoon rains. In Iran, the Zayanda River, once a symbol of life and prosperity, now lies as a barren scar across the land, its bed cracked and dry beneath the burning sun. In Egypt, the Nile, cradle of one of the world's greatest civilizations, is at the center of growing geopolitical tension, as upstream dams threaten to alter the delicate balance that sustains tens of millions of lives. And in Mexico, cities like Monterrey are already rationing water by the hour, a chilling preview of what may soon become a global reality. But perhaps the most alarming transformation is unfolding in a place once known for its natural abundance, Turkey. For generations, the nation's mountains, lakes, and rivers have been symbols of vitality and beauty. Yet, in recent years, the country has found itself at the mercy of drought, deforestation, and mismanagement, a combination that has brought its water security to a critical point. In the city of Bursa, once surrounded by green hills and flowing streams, reservoirs that supply millions with drinking water are now reaching historic lows. The Doğancı and Nilüfer dams, which have long sustained the city, have seen their water levels plummet to a fraction of what they were just a decade ago. Experts warn that if the current trend continues, Bursa may soon face the unimaginable reality of running out of water altogether. The reasons are as complex as they are interconnected. Unprecedented heat waves and erratic rainfall patterns have drastically reduced natural replenishment. Vast forest fires intensified by climate change have stripped the region of its trees, natural sponges that once captured and stored rainwater deep in the soil. Without them, the land has lost its ability to hold moisture, allowing precious rainfall to evaporate or rush away before it can nourish the ground. At the same time, expanding mining operations in nearby regions consume immense quantities of groundwater, draining aquifers that took thousands of years to form. Satellite images now reveal a grim picture: lakes shrinking into puddles, rivers retreating into dusty channels, and fields once lush with crops now lying barren and cracked. In some areas, even deep wells are failing, their levels falling below the reach of modern pumps. The crisis in Bursa is not an isolated event. it is a warning. A mirror reflecting the fate that could await countless other cities if urgent action is not taken. Because when the rivers vanish and the dams run dry, it is not just water that disappears. Agriculture falters, industries collapse, forests ignite, and entire ecosystems unravel. And once the groundwater sinks beyond recovery, no technology can bring it back. Yet, even in the shadow of this crisis, a narrow window of hope remains. Innovations in desalination, water recycling, and artificial intelligence are helping nations stretch the limits of what little remains. If humanity learns from the mistakes of the past, restoring forests, managing water responsibly, and protecting what nature still provides, then survival is not just possible, it is certain. And if we continue down this path of neglect and denial, the wells will run dry not in some distant future, but within our own lifetimes. Because when water disappears, life itself begins to fade. And when the final river dries to dust, it won't be nature that failed humanity. It will be humanity that failed nature.